Today on the channel, we're going to see if we can find our way home again with the Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack Hasbro Pulse exclusive.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today we got a special one, a highly anticipated one, and a bit of a controversial one in the No Way Home Spider-Man 3-pack Hasbro Pulse Marvel Legends exclusive. But for all your non-Hasbro Pulse exclusive Marvel Legends needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $59 does ship free. Got to get the deal out there. And a lot of people thought they were getting a deal with this one, and then a lot of people have had some complaints, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to go through it, all that kind of fun stuff. But of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see if we can find our way back home again with the No Way Home Spider-Man 3-pack. There it is. We got the 3 Spider-Men right up there. What do you got? The whole crew right there, all at once. A lot of people have been clamoring for these for a long, long time, and now the time has finally come. A lot of us thought we were getting it in the fall, but it did come early here at the end of May, early June, I guess, depending where you are. That is one thing I've been a champion of on the channel for all these toy companies out there. Promise us, and then you say, oh, sorry, it's going to be another couple of months or whatever. That doesn't go very well. But if you say, hey, this is coming a year from now, we'll see you in October, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's here in June, I think that's a good day at the office, at least for me. You got Marvel Legends right there. You got the old Spider-Man logo down here. No Way Home. Hopefully they find their way home eventually. You got warnings down here as well. 4 and up, the 4 and up right there. You got the 3 Spider-Men teaming up together right there. And then on this side here, you got the same kind of graphics going on. And then on the back, you got all 3 there in their action poses, the glamour shots. You got warnings down below. And then you got all the extra hands and 3 effect pieces there. So you do have that going on. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The controversy on this pack a little bit, of course, is no human heads on these. A lot of people were expecting dual heads. Well, I think that's Hasbro saying, you know what? We don't have the license for the 3 heads, or we do have the license, but you're going to have to buy those in a single pack wave down the line. So I don't know, you know what that does to fan bases. That doesn't always go the best. I could see this pack being here. Everybody spent their $100 on this pack. They got it. They're like, okay, well, this is all we're getting. Then all of a sudden, San Diego Comic-Con rolls around here in about a month. And hey, there's going to be a No Way Home wave. And we're going to have the Green Goblin. We're going to have all these characters again, but they're going to have their human heads as well. I think that's going to upset a fan base. That's what's going to happen. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But if you wanted 3 versions of the Spider-Man, now you have them right here. Very cool for what it is. Definitely needed if you're a Spider-Man fan and collecting the Marvel Legends, the MCU versions, things like that. But I can see the fan base turning pretty quick if all of a sudden these heads are released later on down the line. But without further ado, let's get these out of the package here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Can I get it out of the package? That's always the first thing, the first test. There we go. Uh-oh, we're losing baggies on the floor too. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? See you later, goodbye. We got stuff falling all over the place. We got a little Spider-Man style, no pun intended. Bam, see you later, goodbye. All right, twist eye things. Oh my gosh, we got it. We got this stuff. We got the figures locked in here, locked in the cardboard prison. What are we doing? What are we doing? There it is, cardboard. See you later. Goodbye. All right, parchment paper prisons. Let's get all this stuff out of here. Let's start with this one. Got to imagine these are the webs. Yep, there they are. Webby, like a young Webster Long. There you go. See you later. Goodbye. We got 3 of these webs. We'll talk about that in a second. We get the hands. Oh, the hands are coming. The hands have it. Bam. See you later. More hands, I'm assuming. Yes, more hands. Bam. See you later. And more hands again. Oh, what do you know? See you later once again. See you later. We got a mess to clean up. There's no doubt about it. Now we get down to the Spider-Men. Yes, I said men. Oh, they're not Spider Boys. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And the hits keep on coming. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And the final one, the final piece of the puzzle. Bam! See you later. Goodbye off the screen. Double points for that one. Double points for that one. But let's get down to business. Let's get down to the old monkey business right here. See what's going on. See what's happening. All right, put those off to the side. Let's look at these accessories. Now, we do get the 3 web effects. We've seen these in like super clear like this. We've seen them in a frosted color. We've seen them. It is reuse. It is getting the most out of your molds, but you do have this. It's a good accessory, one that maybe needs updated. I think that's a fair assessment, but it is what it is. You get one for each of them. It would be cool to have a display scene with all 3 of them going through the air, kind of side by side. It'd be really awesome to get that going. Takes some work, though, for sure. Then we get the hands, and it looks like, does everybody have the same breakout of hands? They do not have the same breakout of hands from what I see here. So we get the first set. I guess we can line them up with who goes to what, and we'll dive in that way. We'll go through hands, figure, and so forth. So we're going to do that like so. And like so, matching it up. It's like the match game here. It's the match game. That's what we're trying to do. But we're going to go first, and I believe we're going to go to this one. Let's go. We'll try to go in order right here. And I believe this is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man right here. An interesting one, an interesting feeling guy. Now, he does come with 2 Fists of Fury. He was never scared to throw a punch, apparently. So he's got 2 Fists of Fury right there. And then we do get the 2 open hands, kind of wall-crawling hands, I guess we'd call it. So he's got a little of that going on. I'm here for that. And then you get the old I love you brother hands, the old spider swinging, web slinging action hands. We do have those. So we got 2 extra sets of hands plus 2 fists. Here for that. Everybody loves those extra hands. Sure, why not? Now we get Spider-Man out of the package here, and he's definitely looking interesting. Definitely feels, I don't know, they all feel and look like Spider-Man, of course, but just definitely, remember when I first saw this suit and I felt it felt so fresh and new, and now many, many years later, it feels kind of dated a little bit, feels kind of old. It kind of feels like when I was a kid and I saw that 70s Spider-Man costume, you knew it was Spider-Man, but it felt kind of like dated. That's kind of how I feel like this one feels, but it is cool for what it is, for sure. Let's walk through the articulation really quick. The arms do go all the way around. You get a bicep cut. You also get the butterfly shoulders on this, which is always appreciated on a Spider-Man figure. Double jointed pinless elbows, playing all the hits here at the table today. Got the fist, hands, back, forth, side to side, looking good. Head, back, forth, side to side. Plenty of head movement on old Spidey right here, looking nice. Got the hula hoop at the top, looking good. And then you got the old traditional ab crunch as well. Always kind of throws me for a loop there. Gives them a little bit deeper articulation. We're always here for that. Big old Spider-Man splits if he needs to. Thigh cut, of course. Double jointed pinless knees. Man, the hits are all being played right here. No drop down hips. There's a little drop down. Yeah, there's drop down hips here. It's not as dramatic as the G.I. Joe or the Mattel Ultimates from WWE, but there's a little bit of drop down, or it's not supposed to. It just goes down. I don't know, but I got a little bit of movement there for me. No boot cut on that, but you do get ankles back, forth, side to side. No toe articulation. No toe articulation on this one. We do get peg holes in the feet. I guess we'll do a ringside challenge real quick. Mattel ringside collectible stands. Not going to fit, it looks like. Looks like Spidey's hole's too small. Somebody needs to widen his hole for him. I don't know. But he is not going to fit on a stand there, so I just checked that out. Now getting down to Spider-Man here. We got the big old eyes on Spider-Man we're like accustomed to. The red mask with the spider webbing throughout. Looking good. I don't see any missing webbing, I don't think. I know every once in a while in any Spider-Man figure from Marvel Legends, you always get one with a paint defect that's missing some webbing. I don't have that issue here. The webbing goes down through the throat, into the body, of course. A nice darker baby blue on this one against the red, of course. The big Spider-Man emblem on the front. He also has one on the back. The red boots there with the Spider-Man webbing throughout. Definitely a Spider-Man. There's no mistaking this for somebody else. That is for sure. But definitely cool to get here after all these years. And I do love the pinless knees, the pinless elbows. I am here for that all day long. Very, very cool to get that one right there. So we're going to put this Spider-Man off to the side. And we're going to the next incarnation. What's his name? Andrew Garfield? Is that what it is? Andy Garfield? I don't know. I'm not a big celebrity movie guy. You guys know that. But it is the second version of Spider-Man. Second version? Is that what we're going to call it? It works for me. It works for me. Now this one is very interesting because again, this feels a little dated to me. It's weird, but it is still Spider-Man at the end of the day. But just the look of this figure right here and the coloring, especially the darker red and then the black webbing on this one, it reminds me of a Toy Biz Marvel Legend when I see this from a distance. I could see this in a case. Let's say there's a bunch of case of Lucy's at a local toy store. I saw this. I'd probably glance at this real quick and say, oh, there's an old Toy Biz Marvel Legend. It just has kind of that aesthetic to it. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But it's definitely a different version of Spider-Man, but still Spider-Man at the same time. We could say that about all three of these right here. Black webbing instead of the silver webbing on this one. You still got the Spider-Man logo on the chest, got the Spider-Man logo on the back, Got to have those. A little bit smaller eyes, maybe the same size. No, definitely bigger eyes. Bigger eyes on this one. They look smaller, but the head is like longer than this one. Or maybe it's the colors making an effect. I don't know. It's an optical illusion. Who knows? Who knows? But definitely Spider-Man in the head. You got the black lines throughout, looking really good throughout the whole body. A darker blue, where more baby blue on this one over here. Definitely looking good. I forgot to do the hands. What am I doing here? We got a fisted hand and a interesting kind of gripping hand on this one. I don't know if we've seen this hand before. It's an interesting gripping hand. We get a wall-crawling hand. We get the I love you brother hands. We get a pair of those, and we get the matching fist as well. So we got the hands for this one. Choose your own hand adventure on all these Spider-Man figures at the end of the day. But definitely looking good. Articulation-wise, you got those butterfly shoulders. Arms go all the way around. Bicep cut. Double-jointed. Pinless elbows. Hits being played once again. Fist of Fury we talked about side to side. Plenty of head movement on old Spidey right here. We can move them all over the place there. You got the hula hoop at the top. Then once again, that traditional ab crunch there going on. Big old Spidey splits if you want them. And once again, drop down hips on this one. A little bit more pronounced on this figure than the last one. And then you do get the double jointed pinless elbows. Hits being played once again at the table. The thigh cut. No boot cut, but you do get ankles back forth side to side. All the usual articulation. But a big gangly. He's a little bit more gangly as a Spider-Man than the Tobey Maguire version, at least in my estimation. Is he going to fit on a ringside stand? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. They're sick of giving ringside the money over at Hasbro. I guess he kind of fits. It's not a perfect fit, but he will fit on there just a little bit if you're keeping track at home in the old ringside challenge test. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%, but he can't get on there okay. But definitely an interesting Spider-Man here. I don't hate this one. I don't hate any of these three. I will hate it if we get those regular heads later on and they release these same Spider-Mans in single packs with maybe just a couple of tweaks, a different hand, different effect pieces, but they do have the Spider-Man human head. That's not going to make me too happy, but definitely a good one here. A good one here. Now we're going to finish it off with the last incarnation. For a whole generation, this is their Spider-Man. Like my younger daughter, Emma, she's seen this movie. She's seen these movies. She's 8 years old, and so she thinks of this as Spider-Man, and she thinks of Across the Spider-Verse, Miles as Spider-Man. So it's just interesting. What is time? It keeps on changing. Things change, as we do know, and some things stay the same forever. That's the way it goes. Choose your own time adventure. Time travel. It's great. But Spider-Man looking really good here. Definitely interesting. We've definitely had versions of this Spider-Man in the past as well. From the No Way Home, of course, this being the most recent release of Spider-Man. But definitely looking good. Definitely looking a little smaller than his brethren here. A little smaller Spider-Man. I always think of Spider-Man being kind of a little guy. A little bit of a little guy. I should compare the hands too. We got the web crawling, wall crawling hands on this Spider-Man right here. He's got two fists of fury. If he's got to throw down, he's ready to go. And then he's got the old I love you brother hands once again here. You got to have those with all the Spider-Man figures, of course. And then you get Spider-Man's outfit. And once again, you know this is Spider-Man the minute you see it. I think, maybe I'm wrong, the majority of people that are maybe a little older see this and they say, boy, Spider-Man, he's changed. This does look a heck of a lot different. Once again, we get a different blue variations in every single one of these guys. But you got the gold accents, which is really foreign to me on a Spider-Man figure, outside of this, of course. But definitely looking interesting on that. You got the black lined webbing throughout. Of course, the big Spider-Man head, once again, you got the big eyes going there. Definitely nice webbing on this one. No missing paint, anything like that. No issues there. Articulation, of course, the arm's going to go around. You got the shoulder, butterfly shoulder looking good. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. Hands removable, head back forth side to side. Got the hula hoop. No hula hoop on this one. It's just a straight up old ab crunch going on. Waist articulation side to side. Big old Spidey splits. No drop down hips on this guy, so we're kind of all over the place with some of this articulation. You do get the thigh cut, double jointed pinless elbows, pinless knees as well. We got that across the line. Man, I'm here for that. You know I love the double jointed pinless knees and elbows. And then you get the ankles back forth side to side. Definitely cool. Definitely, I don't know which one's going to be my favorite. I don't know. I kind of like this one just because it's so different than everything else in my collection. This one kind of looks like the Japanese version of Spider-Man that was released not so long ago. This one I feel like we've had kind of somewhat recently, a variant of that. But we haven't had this in the Legends line in quite some time. So he feels a little bit extra special to me. But your mileage may vary. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below of the three. Which one do you prefer in figure form? Which one did you prefer in movie form? Let me know in the comments down below. We'll check this guy out. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Have to imagine he's going to fit. Oh, yeah, he's new technology. He's going to fit perfectly. He definitely fits the best of the three right here. But not bad. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this pack. I don't like the price point of around, like, was it $89.99 plus tax, whatever it was. I really don't like that price point. I don't think many of us do. But in this day and age, you got $25 a figure. There's $75. It is an exclusive. It's only through Hasbro Pulse, so they're not going to make as many as they would make if it's a Walmart or Target item. So I guess that extra $25, you're paying for the in-house Hasbro fee, and then, of course, you're paying for the limited run on these compared to normal lines of Marvel Legends. I guess that's how you can justify the price a little bit, but it's up to you to justify the price. As we always say, you vote with your wallet at the end of the day. But an interesting group of Spider-Men, and oh, don't make a mistake, they are men at the end of the day. 3 men of Spider origins, crossing over, superhero team-up. Quite the time to be alive in the movie, of course. And a cool pack here. It's going to be interesting to see what the future holds. What's going to become of these 3 in the future? I don't know. There could be some upset customers down the road. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll find out sooner rather than later, I think. But what are your guys' thoughts on these 3? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. You guys know that. And we got even more content for you on the Patreon. Truly your best way to support the channel. You get early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, you name it. A heck of a lot of stuff going on the Patreon every single day. Even more content for you over there every single day, like I did say. And then ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, another way you can support the channel. And you can also follow along and hit me up over on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for No Way Home, I'm going to try to find my way home. I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.